what I think when it comes to unhauling books. Also, just like books I don't really like, books that I just have no desire to read. And so part of my goal this year was to, oh my gosh, that hadn't been plugged in this whole time. Should I redo? Oh my gosh. Oh! Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, and today we are gonna be unhauling some books, y'all, okay? When it comes to like getting rid of books, I am a collector, but if I look at some of my books on my shelf and I'm just like, you know what, you no longer bring me joy, or I've really forgotten all about you. Also, some of these are ones that I've read and I really didn't like. Others are books that I just don't really feel like reading. And so that's kind of when or why I get rid of books. I feel bad getting rid of books just because like I feel bad for like the author, but also it's like, if I don't want it anymore, that's okay too. I can spread the love with someone else, and someone else can get joy from it if I'm no longer getting joy from it. So I'm gonna take probably all of them to little free libraries all over my little town. I'm thinking maybe I'll vlog it. I'm going to town with my mom, and so I've never A, vlogged with another person, or B, vlogged like on the street. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I thought I would take you through real quick the books that I'm gonna get rid of, maybe give you like a sentence of why. That's how these go, right? That's how people do unhauls. You know what? Maybe I should have thought this through, you know? Maybe I should have thought through exactly how this was gonna go. Let's not do something that makes sense, shall we? No, never gonna do that. Let's go through these. All right. The first book is Finding Mr. Brightside by J. Clark. I read this back in college. From what I remember, it was like a cute book, but also like I've forgotten about it. I'm not planning on rereading it. I think it's a YA, so it's time to get rid of it. Time to share it with other people. The next is A Lady's Guide to Mischief and Mayhem by Amanda Collins. Another like romance. Not like, I read it last year. I did not like it. And so I think other people would like it though. But for me, it just was not my taste, so I'm getting rid of it. The next is kind of similar, and it is Pride and Premeditation by Tirzah Price. I mainly got this for the cover. I read it though, and it just wasn't for me. It's a Jane Austen like retelling, and I didn't like it. The next book I got is Solstice, is by Lawrence Allison. It's a thriller. It's like a survival thriller. It was written really bad and really boring, and so for me, I don't like it. But again, I think as a YA, I think maybe someone younger would like it. So hopefully. The next one is Ever the Hunted by Erin Summerall. I had this one for forever. It is a YA fantasy. I finally read it and I DNF'd it. Again, it was just another one that was written not very well, and it was so distracting. And so if a book is written terribly and it's so distracting, like I just don't want to finish it. But again, I think someone could really like this, so it's just not for me. Next, I have Misfit by Elle Kennedy. I recently got this book, read it, did not like it. Yeah, I won't reread it. I won't read her other ones either. Like, it's just to the point where Elle Kennedy is off-campus series, and that's all she is for me, and that is fine. I just won't be reading any more of her new books just because I don't think she's moving in a direction that I really enjoy as far as like content, plot, all of that. The next one I'm getting rid of is one that I just, again, didn't really like, but a lot of people do, and it is Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy. I just did not like this one. But again, since a lot of people did, maybe they will like it. So another book that I DNF'd that may be a shock is Furyborn by Claire Legrand. I got this one again forever ago. Finally read it. It's a YA fantasy. And I just, again, the writing was terrible. It was like two stories, two completely different books going on in one, and I just didn't like it. So I'm getting rid of it. The next book is A Vox by Christina Doucher. I think that this would be a good literary fiction for someone else. Again, the plot just was so boring. I DNF'd it, couldn't get through it, so it just wasn't for me, but maybe someone else will really like it. Then we've got A Shadow Bright and Burning by Jessica Cluess. This one I kind of went back and forth on, but I remember reading the second book and just not being a fan of the trajectory of the story. Like, this book was okay, but it wasn't like enough. And so at this point, it's just a series that I'm never going to finish. Wasn't a huge fan. That's all I remember. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it. The next book is The Bells by Danielle Clayton. I had started this one, but I got so bored. I'm just not a dystopian sci-fi person anymore. Like, I think in the past I understood why I picked this up, but now I'm just beyond that. My reading tastes have changed, and so I just have zero desire to pick this up. And so it's time. It's time to get rid of it. I got it in 2018, so it's time. The next book I'm thinking about just throwing away, but I don't know. Maybe someone weird would like it. I don't know. It's Baby Teeth by Zoe Stage. I DNF'd this. It was strange. I really don't recommend it. I don't like it. It's a terrible thriller. I don't know. Maybe I'll put this one in like the church, the church little free library, because irony, right? Right. The next book is, again, a little bit of a surprise to me that I'm getting rid of it, but I had started it and it just got way too boring, and I just don't have a desire, I don't think, to ever pick it up again. And it is The Devil in the White City by Eric Larson. I know it won an award, but the writing is the tiniest writing in the world. The pacing of it takes forever. We talk so much about the planning and preparation of a fair and barely any time on like this serial killer, and I didn't enjoy reading it, and I just have zero desire to pick it up. So I'm getting rid of it. The next one I'm getting rid of is Rook by Sharon Cameron. This one I accidentally bought. I thought someone wanted me to read this, but it's actually a different book called The Rook. I got about halfway through it and I stopped because, I don't know, I just wasn't into it. And so because it was like a mistake buy, I don't think I'll ever pick it up again. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. The next book is The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I do like one of Patrick Ness's books a lot, A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. But I just, again, I don't have a desire to pick this one up. I have had it on my shelf now since maybe college, and so that's like almost a decade. And so I'm just, it's time to get rid of it. I just don't have a desire to read it. I don't think I ever will, so I'm gonna get rid of it. The next book is From Twinkle with Love. I've had this book for a really long time too. I really enjoyed her first book in this little duology series that she did, and I really like the first one. I'll keep the first one. However, I just don't have a desire to pick up the second one. It's not enough of a pull for me to do it. Also, I've just had this one for a really long time. I've heard it's not as good as the first one, so again, the desire just isn't there. So gonna give this one away. I think someone else though will really like this, so excited for them. The next book is Christians in the Age of Outrage by Ed Stetzer. I got this one like 2-3 years ago, and again, I got it thinking like, oh, this would be like good for me to read, but I just never really picked it up, and again, I just don't have a desire to pick it up. I'm gonna get rid of it. I think someone will definitely pick this one up, hopefully. I mean, I think that this would be more helpful to someone else than it would be to me. So hopefully someone who needs it, pick this sucker up. The next book is Kill the Farm Boy by Delilah Dawson and Kevin Hearn. And I had started it, but then stopped it. I had thought that maybe this would be a fun read, but it's just been so long. I've heard zero things about it. Like, again, it's another one that I don't really have a desire to read. I got it, oh gosh, again, 2018. I've just had it for forever. And so if I've had it for that long, I don't think I'm ever really gonna pick it up. Like, I don't really want to, so it's time. And the last book that I have is Rust and Stardust by T. Greenwood. This is actually a Lolita retelling. If you know anything about Lolita, yikes. But it's like told from the perspective of it actually being a crime and not like a story that's blaming a little girl for her being like sexual and clever. And it's like, nope. I think that this would be a little bit too triggering, a little bit too not good for my mental health, and so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. This one kind of terrifies me in a bad way, and so I just don't think I don't think it would be good for me to read it, so gonna get rid of it. So yes, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 books to get rid of. So okay, let's go ahead and take these to some fun little free libraries. Okay, let's go. This is cute. They've got bookmarks. We did it. Fun little vlog. As always, LaCroix for my good work. My mother was the lovely camera woman the whole time, so that was lovely of her. One of the little libraries like had 0 books in it, and so I was like, oh, you're welcome. Let me stock you up. There was only like one awkward moment in which my mother was like clearly filming me, like following me with like the camera like this, and there were people literally like right there working on a vehicle, and I was just like, we're gonna pretend like this isn't happening. We're gonna pretend like they're not there, they're not watching, as my mother follows me like this with a camera. So oh, but as an extra treat, I did get myself another book. We stopped by Walmart and this was there, and so I'm so excited. This was a part of my mid-year wrap-up. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. I replaced all of those books with this one, and wow, I'm happy about it. Okay, so we unhauled some books today. Successful unhaul. I'll need to go through my reading journal and mark some of those off, but yeah, I'm feeling good. I actually feel great after unhauling them and like taking them out of here. Like I don't know, it's like a spring cleaning. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope you had a good time. Also, I want to say thank you because there's so many new subscribers here. So hi, hello, welcome. Really appreciate all the love my bookstore blog has gotten, and really my summer books blog. You guys, I feel so loved, so thank you so very much. And yeah, stick around, more stuff to come. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it, and I will talk to you all again soon. Bye.